Hello everyone. Today I wanted to show off two toys that I have from like the ENERGON line. These are both from like 2003. And this one is STARSCREAM and this one is RAVAGE. And well, let's get So this is RAVAGE, and as you can see, he's a wolf. He's sculpted so cool, and he has like these little green dots next to his head, and like this little grill for a nose. Super sick molding. All the little like vents all over him are nice too. He has a mace for a tail. So, and it's on a ball joint, so it just whoosh, whoosh, or whatever. I like when it sticks out kind of like this. Oh, hey, yo. He's got this ENERGON star mounted on his back. This is his like central gimmick. Because in the show, these little guys, they'll like dig up all the ENERGON and it forms this crystal on their back. And so they can touch the ENERGON when the other Transformers can't. So it'll come off this little peg. It comes off and they're like, pew, like we're gonna power you up and it'll fit right there. Oh my god. Not too much of a play feature, but it's translucent, so it is just super shiny and like looks like you want to put it in your mouth. Actually, that's pretty good. I'm not even gonna lie. That's pretty good. Big translucent fusion cannon. This is supposed to be a reference to Megatron's like arm cannon. It separates, so you could put the barrel over here if you wanted to. You could take the whole thing off and put it wait. There we go. You could take it, put it on this side, and then have the barrel on this side. Or the scope on that side, I mean. So you could have him with two. Wow. Look how menacing he is. Check out when this missile fires. Listen to this plastic noise. Come on now. So yeah, he's super creaky. And like, I don't know, the plastic is just definitely 20 years old. Yeah, I don't know. He's just a cool wolf. Like, I don't think there's really anything this mode has to do aside from be a cool wolf, I will say, the one thing that irritates me is this automorph kind of feature that he has. Makes it kind of annoying to pose the legs. So it's a little hard to play with them sometimes. You have to hold them from the middle so you can like claw around with them and stuff. Yeah. These legs come in and out just a little bit, and these little claws also like sometimes will pop up because of the way the hands are. Yep. I love his head sculpt. I think his head sculpt is kind of the best. Detail. Turns back and forth and goes up and down. You can see his robot mode head there right behind the foreshadowing. So yeah, let's turn him into a robot. Like, flip the legs down and pull all this top section around, so now you're looking this way. His arms will come up. Fold the little claws down. Rotate his legs. Then finally, flip down his head. Turn it around. Kind of hard to see. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, that's his robot mode. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looks ugly to me, mostly because of his face. But I like how handsome he looks with the star on his chest. I think it's kind of like a little tie or something for him. So he's like, one for the party, please. And he raises his hand. He's like, sir, may I have a ticket to the party? You can give him his guns. And it looks kind of ugly with two, I'm not gonna lie. Usually I put it kind of on the side like that. And again, this automorph feature lets his body rotate, but it also makes it kind of difficult to play with him. You really do have to hold on. Just because the joints are kind of stiff, which is not a bad thing at all. Check out this shooting action. Very cool. We love him. Oh, I almost forgot. His little robo junk here, you can pop it out of his crotch. And this is a like 5mm or whatever. So you can put it into his hand. And he can use that. So this guy's really got a lot of weapons for back in the day. This thing was apparently pretty cheap. So kind of a lot of play opportunity. I like to make my little guys run like this. So like, whoa, I gotta get to the bus stop fast. I'm about to be late for work. Oh no. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. He made it to work on time in the Energon mines. Oh. The little translucent Decepticon symbol. I think these are so cool because they're like little crystals. But yeah, his head's ugly. He has an ugly head. Sorry. Everyone says it. So we're gonna put him aside for now. Actually, I'm gonna turn him into a robot again. I mean, into a wolf bot. Put his tail back into his, you know. See, this part is pretty cool when you're transforming him, though. Alright, and we're back. He's ready to dig up some more energon in the dirt, snuffling around. Okay, we're gonna put him kind of to the side somewhere. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god. Look at this guy. He's so green. He's so verdant. You can see mine has kind of got some super glue right there. Don't tell anyone. Gorgeous molded details on STARSCREAM. All this little, like, I was thinking about this earlier. The reason that I don't like the way the siege figures have like silver battle scars on them is because none of it's really molded in like some of this stuff is. It's hard to make it focus. They molded in all these little cracks, you know. And right here too. There's some more. So this is based off the engineering for the G2 like smoke screen, I think. Or it was the jet that came with Dreadwing as like a little side robot. But they updated a lot of the molding for this. He's also got his shiny Decepticon symbol. Some big green gun and sword. And there's landing gear also, if you want to make them parked on the ground. So let's turn him into a robot, I think, because this is cool, and I like the colors a lot also, I will say. This like red is nice and dark, I feel like. And it's not that like fire truck red that they'll use sometimes. And it's on the wings too. Look at that. That's so lovely. And this little head of green too is crazy. They were like on one. Okay. I'm gonna take the stuff off of his wings first, because we'll be fiddling with those a little bit later. So like put his landing gear in and pull his legs up. Can turn this around and this will all flip up, but first you have to get the arms out of the way. And this is kind of the scary part, because of this shoulder panel right here. It's kind of hard to get it to go out and satisfactorily, but just kind of push them through. Like so. And the arms will come out. Like that. And then you can just flip the rest of them up. And he'll tab in to his backpack. My backpack tab is a little bit loose on this copy, as is this arm, because I had to put a new arm in there from a different STARSCREAM because it broke. So he's kind of seen some better days. I also had to super glue one of his hips so that it would stay. But like his knees are like really heavily ratcheted. Like on those soft ratchets. So yeah, he has a side movement and up and down on his arms. And then his hips are ball jointed. Just a little bit of outward right here because these flaps kind of get in the way. His face sculpt has some light piping in there, but I don't really have a way to show that right now because my light is on the other side. The screws are hidden in the top little thing, but the speaker, or not speakers, they look like speakers to me. I've always imagined them as speakers. Or like, look at these red stripes. And the way that like they kind of continue along his body line is like, he looks like he's a big Speedo. Almost. Yeah, I don't know, very, like, the nose cone down there too. He just looks kind of slick. Like otter mode. He's like an otter. You can give him his sword and his gun. And they're just comically large. Oh my god. In the show, he's kind of like a lackey to Megatron because he loses all of his memory when he gets brought back to life. That's why he's so green like this. Look at the asymmetry too with this green. Oh my goodness gracious me. He's brought back to life to serve Megatron basically. But he doesn't know who he is. He doesn't usurp Megatron. He's not like a weird little freak like he is in all the other cartoons. He's more just like some guy. But the toy looks cool. They just kind of handled this character a little poorly. You can combine the sword and the gun into a big gun sword. Now this is just unnecessary. Like, you did not need to give this to him. I think, and I haven't really done this, but part of the gimmick is also that you can like combine weapons, so I'm not sure like kind of to what degree you can sort of stick these together. You can put this gun on the side here. If you wanted, you could hold both of them in one hand like this. That's a little too much, if you ask me. That feels unnecessary. The last thing with this mode is that his wings can fold out. It looks a little silly. But this is his attack mode. Or like missile guy mode. These missiles do have some spring left in them. I'm gonna shoot him again, actually. Because this is kind of the best part of the toy. yeah, basically everything used to have missiles. And we don't have missiles and everything anymore. And I think that's sad. Let's turn him into a plane again. Just real quick. And he's a plane again. I think it's a nice looking plane. I like that there's kind of two sets of wings going on here. But overall, it's just a pleasing looking plane. He's a pretty pleasing plane, I would say. The missiles can come out in this mode. That's kind of the only other thing. I guess you could flip him all the way out like this. That's actually kind of cool, not gonna lie. Yeah. I mean, that's about it. These guys are so 2003, it's awesome. Everything is purple and green and black and like super twisted and messed up. It's like a glimpse into how my dark and psychopathic mind works. I'll pick you up. Don't worry. We can go to the movies together. What? Yeah, whatever. Who cares? Bye.